Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of the F1 2021 My Driver Career Mode. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we have the Monaco GP coming your way. Unfortunately, I actually had my recording corrupt from qualifying and practice and stuff, so we're just going to jump straight into the race for this episode. But I can tell you right off the bat, we qualified P11. We just barely missed out on Q3, so we will start P11 here in our Aston Martin here for the biggest race of the season in the Monaco GP. Let's head straight to the grid.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend downwards towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners at Saint-Devote, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Sainz, Leclerc, Ricciardo, Vettel, and Pierre Gasly. The rookie, Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Ocon. Mick Schumacher, Stroll, Callum Ilott, and Guan Yu Zhou. Tsunoda, and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
There, you saw the starting order here. Now, as you can see, it's all dry here, so we're now at 4 GPs in and no rain yet here this season. So we've had some luck on our side here in terms of weather now as we get ready to go green or lights out here in Monaco. Now, as we're starting on the medium compound tire here, some very mixed strategies from 10th or 11th, myself on below, with Russell being on the hard compound. You got Giovinazzi on the medium compound here as we get off the grid well and get ready to line up and go green here in Monaco. Not where we want to be starting. I was hoping and anticipating to be in the top 10 here, unfortunately, but I just barely missed out here now as we're going to get ready to go lights out. You got the Mercedes front row of Hamilton and Bottas. Now Hamilton seems to potentially be back in form to put the charge for his 8th championship in Formula 1, as he's now been winless and in terms of championships for 2 straight seasons. The longest championship drought he has had since the early 2010s. This is going to be 5 red lights here in the Monaco GP, and Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas are going to lead the way as we are lights out and we are underway down towards turn 1. Bottas leads the way over Hamilton. You got the McLaren there of Norris just behind, and they're side by side into turn 1 now as I get hit by Schumacher, and around I go into the guardrail, and we have been crashed by Mick Schumacher in the Haas there as we have no front wing now, a bunch of damage on the car. He runs into us again, and now surprisingly no safety car. I get a warning for a collision with Schumacher somehow here, and you can see Schumacher actually has a 5-second penalty. Not sure what the penalty is for, but Latifi now, he's crashed out, and all of a sudden I get a 5-second penalty for illegal blocking. I was trying to wait and let the cars through, and then a virtual safety car comes out, but that was all we got. So here's a replay of what just happened on the start. Schumacher just sent one up the inside and took me completely out. I don't know what he was thinking on that start there, an over desperate move, and then here's what happened with Latifi, a Latifi moment there. I don't know how to explain that one. So chaos breaks loose immediately. Virtual safety car was all we got. So I'm limping around to the pit lane here at the end of lap 1. After all this chaos, Lewis Hamilton, by the way, got the lead out of turn 1 around the outside of Bottas here. Now, as we have to, of course, serve this 5-second penalty, that is a very wrong penalty in my opinion. And then, of course, we have to put on a brand new front wing, and we're going to put the hard compound of tire on to see if we can maybe make it to the end of this race from here. Very frustrating. We've retired the last 2 GPs due to a mechanical issue, and we come into Monaco and get wrecked in the first turn of the first lap. Are you kidding me? And there was no fault on my end there, and we also picked up some damage on the side pods of the car, unfortunately, and it wasn't much of a gap I had to Hamilton, and I realized that I was about to get blue flags as well here, as you can quickly see who's running where. Hamilton leading over Bottas, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Perez, your top 5, and on the same second lap, I unfortunately am already getting blue flags. So now we got to try and let everybody by. The problem is the whole pack is here, so I'm gonna have to give up basically everything. I'm gonna have to let everybody go through. So we're a lap down, and I wasn't, throwing the towel in at this point because I realized that there is a possibility as I get a 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags as I'm letting everybody go. So there's some more issues with Monaco. It's very hard to let people go, and we get bit in the back there as well. But I wasn't giving up because it's Monaco. A safety car could come any moment. One engine failure could change this whole race. So I was hoping that was going to happen, and that was the only way that we were going to have our GP saved here, of course, in Monaco. So overall, very, very frustrating, as you could imagine now, as we would fall all the way down the order after letting everybody through, and I would finally settle in. And actually, I was able to stick with Giovinazzi there in P11 and above, no problems whatsoever here. We had good pace in this car, and our teammate Sebastian Vettel, he had come into the pit lane at this point here, and it was just a matter of time until you had a guy like Hamilton come in, and he would come in at the now 12th lap of this GP. So he goes from the soft to the medium compound. Here comes Lando Norris here. Going to be the same thing for them, just one sub strategies for these guys, and Perez as well putting the medium compound on. Very frustrating at this point here, already on lap 12, and so far we hadn't gotten that safety car that I was hoping we were going to get. And I was like, you know what, it's Monaco and it's the F1 2021 game. There's no way we're going to go this whole race without a retirement or something other than Latifi on the start. So I was expecting something here now, but you can see Bottas, of course, he had come out of the pit lane there, and actually was quite a ways behind everybody now, as here I am just riding around in 19th place all by myself here, and I realized that it's just not going to work out at this point here without a safety car. So I kind of told myself that if we get to about lap 34, lap 35, and now a safety car has come out, we're going to unfortunately just retire the car and just try to save our resources at that point here now. But I didn't retire the car yet because I still had a form of hope inside of me here. Now I was actually decided to come into the pit lane here at the end of lap 19 and just throw a set of soft tires on, because at this point I felt like I had nothing to lose. So I also had picked up a little bit of wing damage, so I had to fix my wing again. So we would come back out here just in front of Yuki Tsunoda now, and I was like, I'm not moving over for blue flags. I got way more pace than Tsunoda, I felt like, so I would prove that very, very quick. I would sure enough be able to drive away from him here, as actually I set a blistering quick here, first sector now, as we were hitting the apexes perfectly through this first sector now. But we would be able to get, like I said, out of the blue flag range of Tsunoda and drive away from him, and then we come through to lap 21, and this would actually be the fastest lap of the GP here now in Monaco now, as we were flying, obviously, as we come through this first sector, sweeping here through the left, sweeping to the right, got very close to that barrier there, but not close enough to where we, of course, end our day, as we would come through, set the fastest lap with a 1:10.232 here on the soft compound tire. But I was losing hope at this point. I knew that it was all going to come down to that turn 1, lap 1 incident. That was going to be the determination of how this GP ended for us, unfortunately. So just, of course, backing it down a little bit at this point here, as I didn't really see much of a need to push too hard. But we would actually run down, again, George Russell in 12th place and everybody in front of him here. We have a really good car here in Monaco, which is even more disappointing because we can't really do anything with it. Because if I go and pass Russell, Gasly, I'm going to get blue flags, and I'm not going to be able to get through everybody and drive away. So, and then I'm going to get another time penalty for ignoring blue flags, quote unquote. So I couldn't really do anything at this point. I just was forced to ride. So now to lap 30, 10 laps to go already in the Monaco GP. Obviously nothing happening for us. Lewis Hamilton in command very comfortably over Max Verstappen. Lando Norris there in third, Bottas in fourth place. Verstappen, by the way, this season I don't even think has finished on the podium, so he's looking for his first podium of the season. The defending champion of Formula 1 looking for his first podium of the season in the Monaco GP there. As you see, our teammate Vettel currently rounding out the top 10 there. The final point going to him. Currently now Tsunoda in P13, Lance Stroll, fellow Canadian, in 14th place. Guan Yu Zhou for the Andretti Autosport team in 15th. Ocon not having a very good day there, and Schumacher and Eilert there in front of us now, as we're all by ourselves, of course, here, as we had easily the pace to run these guys down in front of us, but obviously it wasn't going to happen with the position we had found ourselves in here. Now on lap 30, I had a really big moment right there, and somehow we saved it and don't hit anything. I couldn't believe that. Maybe the save of my career so far. But now we come through to lap 32, approaching lap 33, and at this point I realize a safety car, if it comes out, after lap 33, we're not going to have an opportunity to really gain anything even after getting our lap back. So I decided, unfortunately, we were going to have to just retire the car just to try and save any resources that we possibly can, and we weren't going to be able to, like I said, gain anything out of it by finishing this race. So we decided, just play the team role and the R&D role and just save our parts. So we come in and unfortunately retire the car here in Monaco. Very disappointing, but we're going to head into the post-race celebrations.
For the Silver Arrows. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Obviously not the day that we were looking for here in Monaco, and it all came down to Mick Schumacher just cleaning us right out in the first turn of the very first lap. Very, very disappointing, of course, to end it that way, or start it that way, which ended up really actually being the end of our day. So very disappointing. Perez still holds on to the championship lead even after Hamilton picks up another victory here. Now back to back for Hamilton here. Mercedes leads by 2 points in the constructors now. But Hamilton heating up here. Finally, could he make that run to get his 8th world title? Now, Bottas, of course, won season 1 by stealing the championship away from Hamilton in the final rounds of that season, and Verstappen ran away with it last season there, picked up his first driver's title there. As you see, Hamilton right now in 8th, a DNF, a win, a 5th, and a win. So, sorry, not back-to-back wins, but 2 wins in the last 3 races, and we've DNF'd 3 straight races. But going into Azerbaijan, the hopes are high. I've had a lot of success there in the past. Hopefully we can repeat that again. Thank you all for taking the time of your day to watch this short episode, unfortunately, but I'll see you guys in the next one in Baku. Have a great day, everybody.